1644, England was in a high state of fear, tension and anxiety. Set to the backdrop of the English Civil War and religious hysterias, an obscure figure would rise to become one of the most feared authorities in the land. His name, Matthew Hopkins. His title, the Witchfinder General. Hopkins began his work by interrogating an elderly woman of the name Elizabeth Clark. Clark was seen surrounded by household pets, evidently mistaken for familiars or demonic imps in the guise of animals. The use of torture in interrogating victims was illegal. However, Hopkins, educated as a lawyer, found methods of torture that left little evidence of their implementation. Keeping victims awake for days on end was his usual favorite. After being held for 3 nights without food or sleep, Clark finally confessed and reportedly told Hopkins the names of her imps, all of which were named after common household items. Hopkins quickly became the foremost expert in his field. He began to amass a number of assistants and went on to capture close to 400 more suspected witches in only 2 years of service. Hopkins was met with success as he expanded his operations, as almost every town had at least one old hag suspected to be a witch. For his services, Hopkins was granted a wealth of payments. To the accepted science of the time, a witch's body would not bleed if punctured. To achieve this sort of feat, Hopkins employed a spring-loaded knife, which could be pressed up against a body, but without leaving any marks.